Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Uh,
Morning, Sukesh.
so, uh, yeah, morning, Sepide. So, like today's topic is like the importance of organizational communications. So, like nowadays, like in past, we don't need any good communication, but we just need what you can say, a good knowledge, I can say. But in this generation, like everyone need to speak English. I would say, like it could be. Any country, but we need English, except China maybe. But yeah, but the thing is like in any organization, if you don't, if the communication is not good, the organization like gonna not work, and efficiency would decrease, and productivity would also decrease, I would say. uh, yeah, like see, if there is no communication between people, like it could be managers, or it could be between colleagues or staff or anything. Like if you speak well and you can maintain good relations, I would say. First thing is like no like the power of good communications. See, like if you talk well with your senior, or if you talk well with your colleague, or if you talk with well your boss, like I can say, like Morlai, like when you have meeting with him, he will know like what you are capable. Like if you express things, he will know like what you're up to and what he can give, and like he will know your capacity, I can say. You will know your value, I can say. Yeah. So the thing is, when you don't speak up what you want to, he might not know, right? So how can he like give any work or something like that, I would say. So yeah, when you speak things well, everything goes well, I would say. Because if you don't express, it's not going to work. Yeah. And the thing is, you need to, like if you want to survive, you need to speak in a good way, I would say. And the next thing is like to improve productivity, we need to uh, like maintain good relations with the staff. And see, if Murla doesn't speak well with the staff, or like with the employees, like presenting over here, like we may not understand like what organization needs, and what are the deadlines and we need to meet. And if you don't speak up, we might not take it in a serious way, and we may take in a wrong way, and we may understand in a different way. And it goes like it may not work. See, Morlai speaks well, like he smiles when he's speaking, and he like speaks sometimes slowly. It could be like very long, but he speaks like in with a smile, I would say. It's his nature to speak with a smile, I would say. So like everyone has different way of speaking. But the thing is, like when you're speaking, like someone need to understand. So like when they don't understand, like you are what, like the way you think, they may not understand. And they may misunderstand, and it uh, goes everything wrong, I would say. Yeah, the next thing is like in organization, when there is a good communication between people, thing is, if Nova comes to me, or if Mariama comes to me, or if a robot comes to me, and if Morlai comes to me, and give some work, and I like if they speak in a different way, and if I don't understand the thing, and I may understand in different way, and the work need to completed by the month end. But I might be searching like what is the exact thing I need to do. So if you don't understand like what people are saying, yeah, the efficiency may also decrease, I would yeah, I mean say. Yeah, the next thing, um when you have good communication, you need to build up relations with the people, with the staff, with the managers, with the like what you can say, it could be your boss also, I would, when you have meetings. Yeah. So when you like uh maintain good relations with the people you are in the organization, it like your stress will also decrease, I would say, because they might speak well, and they may, mm, what you can say, they may give work in the way you want, and they may, you know, the main thing in the organization is like, when your boss or when your manager speaks well, you might feel well, and you might motivated to do work more and more. I want to say this. Yeah, but when the manager or when your senior speaks in a angry way, or the way you don't want, uh, like you might not be motivated, and you may not get interested to work also, I would say. And good communication also resolves conflicts between people, because when you have conflict with someone, if you go and directly speak with them and solve the issue what you have with them, yeah, it will, it will solve the in a easy way. And yeah, and when you have good communications, a customer also maintains uh, good relations with the company, and good relation with the person whom we are dealing with. Yeah, I would say, like, these are things I want to add, as like, people want to speak, people want to add more. Yeah, I'm giving chance to some other. Yeah, hope someone contributes.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Linda.
Thank you so much, Sukesh, for this topic. I think, yeah, communication in an organization is definitely very important. And like you were saying, one of the things that it really helps to do is to maintain the relationship. So I would say, so just to piggyback on what you were saying, so for example, we are working remotely. So definitely one of the ways that, we can strengthen the relationship between us and our colleagues is through communication. Yeah, we have to be able to communicate. Let's say when we come on here in the morning, we have this meeting, we're able to hear from one another, share our thoughts, share our mind on different topics, that will help us grow professionally and personally. So yeah, it will help really strengthen that communication. And when it comes to our clients, I feel like communications also really helps to resolve misunderstandings, any misunderstanding or any conflict. Yeah, so in a case where there is a misunderstanding or something did not go well, we always take the initiative to communicate to our clients, yeah. And many times in these cases, we even request a meeting for them so that it's not even just via email, yeah, just telling them something via email. We want to come and have them on a Zoom so that we can, they can see our faces, we can see their faces as we communicate to them. So I think it's important, in also resolving misunderstandings, whether it's with a client, whether it's with a colleague. Yeah, so it's very, very important. And, being able to resolve misunderstanding or any conflict is important because it helps sustain the relationship in long term. Because, if you have a misunderstanding with someone, then that relationship is going to be cut. Yeah. So I think for me, it really helps to assist with resolving any misunderstandings and any communication, any kind of conflict, sorry. So yeah, I think it's very important to be able to communicate because it will help us to establish that long-term relationship with our clients and even with our colleagues as well. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. Thank you for your contribution. So, yeah, if anyone wants to
Yeah.
contribute.
Hi, Sukesh. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone.
hi,
I'm
Ritika.
Hi. So for me, I think like a good communication is really important for any organization. So like to work effectively to achieve the vision and mission as well. And for effective communication, we need to like a communication needs to be a two-way. It can't be one way only. Like if like you're receiving the orders or like policies and all that, but if you feel like you are not heard, like your opinions are not mattered, like no one is listening to you, that might reduce your confidence, like you might not be satisfied with your work. Like even if you are doing good work, but if you are like your thoughts or like your concerns are not addressed, then you might feel like uh, you are not giving all that, or like you are not received well. So I think in that way also communication, like effective communication also really matters, especially in organization like Moracle forms, like where there is a remote culture and people from different background cultures are like working remotely and together. So there would be like different cultures have different rules and religions, like beliefs as well. So that might enhance any conflicts or misunderstanding as well. Like one thing means something else in other culture, and in other culture it might mean something else. So it might create a misunderstanding and conflict. And if you don't communicate that well, like you haven't received, like you haven't understand, like is this what you meant? Like until unless we clear up those misunderstandings, it will create a stressful situation among the employees itself. So it would be like affect their efficiency and affect organization as well, and it will also affect their productivity and like how they are serving the customers as well. So it will reduce customer satisfaction, and in turn it will reduce your profitability as well. So like clearing up those misunderstandings, we can clear up those misunderstandings by effectively communicate, like what do like is that particularly meant, like effectively communicating those your thoughts. So I think that's really important in an organization as well. And I think yeah, and a good communication, like if you are able to communicate your thoughts well, what you meant by that, that way you are like not only avoiding conflicts, you can achieve more productivity, more efficiency as well, as there would be like less chances of errors, misunderstandings, or like giving wrong information as well. So I think all those things really matters in an organization to communicate really well with others. Yeah. So I think overall communication really matters a lot when you are working in organizations where different people from different cultures are working. Like also if you want to also if you are like for customers only, if we are like we need to understand really well like what are their needs, how we can satisfy their needs, and are like we really satisfying their needs, what they need from us. So we need to communicate that as well, so that we can satisfy our client and increase our productivity, and in a sense we can feel like we are achieving our vision and mission, and also we are satisfying our customers as well. So I think yeah, communication really goes a long way in the organization. Thank you, Sukesh, and thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Ritika. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah, like as you have mentioned, like two-way communication is we need two-way communication, because like when someone is trying to speak to someone and the other person like doesn't speak, so it might not gonna work, and it increases conflicts, and it will be a very problem and yeah, it decreases productivity also. Yeah, Kelvin, you can continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Sukesh. Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me well. First, let me appreciate the topic, today's topic about communication. And this is a very interesting one, because for everything to run in an organization, there has to be a smooth that understanding between us working in an organization. So the first thing, this draws me to first understanding what communication is. Whom are you communicating to, and why are you communicating? So, for us to have the communication to be effective, because remember, for us to say that we have a communication here, then it means we need to have a response of the message that we are passing to the other second party. Because communication, barely we have the person that is sending the message and we have the person that is receiving the message. So it is very important to have the response from the person receiving the information. So first, I would say, for you to have an effective communication, get to know whom are you communicating to, because in the organization, we have first, I would say we have that communication within the organization, that is the internal communication, that is communicating with our employees, supervisors, our seniors, juniors, and our peers. And then we also have a scenario whereby you are communicating with the external the external world of the organization. That is, you're talking about the suppliers, all those other stakeholders. So get to know first before you do the communication, whom are you sending the communication to? Okay. And then again, on another point, when you're doing also communication within the organization, you need to understand, as I said, the way an organization structure is, we have those people who are above us, we have those people who are below us, we have those people who are, those on the same level, that is the peers. So if you are moving the communication upwards, that is now to your seniors, you need to understand, okay, how you are going to pass the message. Downwards, basically that is you're communicating with maybe those people who report to you. And then we now have those people, the peers, like, of the same level in the rank, okay? And then again, one most important thing also is when you are passing a communication, get to know there, there's something, a message that you'd want to pass just verbally, or maybe just making a call, or maybe like right now we are doing a Zoom meeting. And then there is also a communication whereby it has to be written. For example, us as a consultant, and maybe there's a communication you want to pass to the client. Let's say we want to update the client on current changes in taxation. So, and you would want the client maybe to be conversant and maybe to comply. That one you cannot just pick a call or maybe do a Zoom meeting with a client quickly. First, you need to do it written and then ensure the client response to that. Okay, so this is what I'm saying, that you also need to understand the kind of message that you're passing. There's a message that you can just quickly say, hey, hello, make a call, and the client receives and you pass the communication. But there's also another kind of message that you need to pass it as written. And especially as that we are working remotely, you'll find that most of our communication is, written, okay? And then as someone who is passing the message, which is very important also for us, and so that we can maintain our clients, is that we also need to develop a culture of following up. Don't do a message to the client and then, after all, I've sent the message to the client, so it's up to him or her to respond. So develop a culture like, hey, if there is a delay, maybe after 1 or 2 days, you just say, hey, hello, I'm following up on this message. Hopefully, I'm waiting for that reply. So you need to develop that culture. Okay. So maybe to just summarize, is that communication, I would say, is not just about transmitting information. It's about creating the understanding and also building the relation and fostering an environment that is where we can have the ideas flourishing. Okay, so that culture of having an understanding within the environment, within the organization. Thank you, Sukesh.
Thank you, Kilin. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I would say that, like as I've mentioned, like uh, in this working remote environment, like usually, like most of the communications like goes in a texted format. So it's really important to make sure that like we communicate in a respectful way in with the customers or clients, I would say. So like, yeah, we need to be careful in that, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. If someone wants to contribute, yeah, can. You're welcome.
Hey everyone. Hi Sukesh, good morning. Thank you for this topic. Sorry. For me personally, I think I strongly believe that by talking to each other, by speaking to one another, we can you can solve most of the problems or anything that happens in a relationship, any relationship. I cannot say all of the problems will be solved by talking, but I can say most of it, you can go through it by, opening your hearts and talk about it in any relationship. And and when it comes to work relationship, when it comes to organization, I think that will be more important because but you have to have open and clear communication
So you will make sure that everyone in the company, in an organization, are in the same page. They are, everyone knows the goal of the company. Everyone are the same page about, the tasks and the clients and everything. And it may cause problems and misunderstandings when you don't have that environment of, talking to each other and having clear and open communication. So I think it's really important, and our one of our standard that says that everyone has to understand the goal and purpose of the organization and try to achieve that. It won't happen unless you communicate, unless you talk to your colleagues, to your leader about the different things. And sometimes it causes misunderstanding when you don't communicate clearly, and it's some problem may happen. For example, you your supervisor, your senior gives you a task, and but sometimes some tasks are not like that you, by knowing the task, you can do it. You need more information, you need more data about it. You may have some problems, and you have to communicate about it. If you don't do that, if you kind of be silent about it and try to figure it out yourself, sometimes it takes too long to do the task, or you may don't do it correctly, and at the end maybe the customer will be less satisfied, or they decide to move their business elsewhere. So it's kind of a chain that starts with open and clear communication. I believe. So when communicate correctly, you try to speak your thoughts and talk about your tasks and everything with your colleagues, with the leader. You can avoid those kind of misunderstanding that will maybe it seems like a small problem, but it may lead to a major thing in your company. And it's important that the environment that you are working in is kind of open to communication. There is you feel that your voice is being heard, and if you feel that it has to be a two-way relationship. If you are communicating, you have to make sure that your voice is being heard, and the problem is going to be solved. So I think that's another reason that we always emphasize on for everyone to join meetings, to communicate. So it's kind of a practice for you to when you, for example, participate in the morning sessions, then it gives you confidence. It helps you. It's kind of a practice for you for the other meetings, or client meetings. It makes you more ready to try and have a clear communication and things like that. So I think one of the reasons that we emphasize and is kind of meetings for you to have your camera on, to engage in the topics and everything. It's kind of a practice for the other meetings that you may have to be in. You have to be the leader, for example, in a client meeting. Yeah, it's all because of the importance of organizational communicating. So yeah, that's what I think about this topic. Thank you, Sukesh.
Thank you, Sibudi. Thank you so much for your contribution. Yeah, and if one person can contribute. If I think we can close the. Yeah, Melinda, I'm handing over to you.
All right, thank you, Sukesh. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful topic, and thank you for everyone who has contributed. Yeah, so before we go, I'll just have